Hey guys, it's Adam here. I'm just jumping on a call with Belinda Smith, who is an absolute gun in property. She's done a number of renovations over the years, transacted heaps of properties, and now jumping into the development space. So Belinda is doing it for all the ladies out there that
Woohoo!
maybe are scared to jump into the property space or have to ask permission for the husbands. But Belinda, I would really love to hear about your story, how you got started in property, and I suppose what's led you to the space that you're in now at the moment. And I know you came from a corporate career initially. You quit that job a number of years ago. Would love to hear when that was and how you managed to get out of that career path and onto something bigger and better. But thanks so much for being on, and I really appreciate you jumping on and
You, Adam.
talking to all of us.
Thank you for having me. Yes, I started really getting involved in property from a young age. Mum and Dad did a reno flip when I was a child. I thought it was the
Yeah,
worst
awesome.
experience of my life because I was there on the weekends when I could have been hanging out at Cronulla Beach with all of my friends. But looking back, it was a real blessing learning from Mum and Dad, just that you can actually get an old property and you can do it up and you can make some money on it for a bit of extra pocket money or to prepare for retirement. And then when I was very, very young, I met my husband. I knew him through school. We were childhood sweethearts, and we married at 22 and 23, but we were together from when I was about 18. And our first venture
That
was
was only a couple of years ago now.
very funny. I won't tell you what birthday I just had. It's scary. And then we started to do our first renovation in 1985. And we bought a unit, a little old unit at Cronulla, and we had to do it. It smelled like baby's vomit. It was really, really dirty. My mother-in-law wasn't impressed, but I'd
Yeah.
seen what Mum and Dad did to their house, that investment property, and Mum and Dad had always changed, their own rooms around and improved the way that they lived just through paint and adding colours and a few bits and pieces. So I understood that there was a reason and a purpose and that you could make some really good money. And also I found it very joyful and creative to add, some colours and bits and pieces and bring something up to date. And we had that unit at Cronulla. We bought it, I hope, yeah, okay, I do know my figures are right. 53,000 we bought it. We spent less
Wow.
than 2,000 on the renovation. 53,000 is amazing. Spent less than 2,000 on the renovation,
Yeah.
and we sold it shortly after for 76,500. So
Wow.
straight away I thought, wow, back in the day when we were on our poorhouse wages and we were pretty broke, we weren't earning as much as we made in that very first property deal in a very short time. So
Wow,
my
that's
eyes,
amazing.
yeah, my eyes were wide open right from when Brett and I were first together. He was a mechanic by trade, and I was straight from school into the police force, and we really didn't earn very much money. We had no university degree behind us, so we knew that property was going to have to be it for us right from then.
Okay, so how long from when you did the first reno to when you actually decided to quit work? So you probably made a couple of years worth of wages in the first project by the sounds of it. And that was a very early win, a
Very
number of
early
years ago.
win. Yeah. And then we had, with the police force, there was really good maternity leave. So I did stick around until I had the kids. And then it just got to the point where